So, hi everybody. This is my, I don't know what number of video this is, but I'm making this video to give out advice for my friends that are having issues. I'm not gonna mention this one friend in particular that's having some family issues, but if you're ever having issues like with family and stuff, you should, the best thing to do is to either go to your friends for some advice, like this friend did. She came to me for some advice from me, and we talked for like an hour and a half before she had to go. And then but just if any of your family members are even quitting a job, that's a really hard thing to do. And stuff. My dad, after he quit his job at Swing, the construction, they worked on cement trucks and stuff, and it was really hard for when they laid him off. And he ended up having to find a new job. And it took him a long time to find another job. And then he worked at Joe's, and then he quit that job. Took him a while to try to find another job, but I enjoyed while he was at home for the time he was looking for a job. Then he got this job at Federal, and now he works at Federal now. And he likes this job now, and he's not gonna quit. Unless something that he extremely loves, he'll quit the job, because he doesn't like working night shifts. But at this time, sorry, I just woke up. But your friends are the closest things you have when you're fighting, when you are in a family argument. Your friends are your closest things that you want to have. If you have no friends, it's gonna be a very hard road. My suggestion is, if you don't have any friends, make friends. Because friends could sometimes one day save your life. I know my friends have. They saved my life so many times. I've never said, Brittany, you probably know this one, I bet. My life has been a really rough, my life has been a really rough road since I was diagnosed since I was 6 years old. When I was 6 years old, I was diagnosed with ADHD. And I had a lot of friends back in elementary school, and most of those friends disappeared after I was diagnosed with ADHD. And only the loyal friends that I had stayed with me and were with me through it until they left elementary school. I got held back, and then they got held back into first grade. And to have a hard life. I mean, having a disorder like ADHD is something that would change your life forever, and it has so done to mine. My life has been a very, very rough road. I've had 2 surgeries. The 2 surgeries my first surgery was I had to get teeth in my ears. I kept having ear infections like every day. None of them were getting any better. And so they decided to do tubes. And the preparation for surgery was just terrible and stuff. And then when it came time, and then I continued to have ear infections and stuff, and we had to go in and do surgery again to take the tubes out. And so we did, and I've had 2 surgeries so far. I've had 12 stitches in my left leg, I had a big piece of glass cut my leg. The cut was 6 inches. It was 4 inches deep. Oh, it was very deep, actually. I don't remember how deep it was, but it was deep enough I could see my muscle tissue. So my brother like completely freaked out and had to call 911 because there was like a lot of blood and stuff. And the ambulance came, the fire rescue department came, the Isanti sheriff came. It was just a wow. I've never had so many people arrive so many times. Oh my gosh. But I mean, my brother really cared for me that time, and you know, I go through a lot of. Not only has my life been changed personally, but my life. Well, I shouldn't say personally, because my life is my own personal life. I choose what my life does. So, and I choose what I do in my life. Right now, as you guys know, I've been writing songs. I have 11 songs that I have 6 songs that I'm in the process of writing, and hopefully most of them will be done by the end of July. Hoping for that. But these guys that came into my life, really, I didn't know. I wasn't really. I was looking up on YouTube and I found these really funny. I found these guys on YouTube doing something really weird and disgusting, and I watched it, and they became the highlight of my life. And they're called the Janoskians. And Janoskians, if you're watching, if you ever watch this YouTube video, I want you to know this: you guys have changed my life very much. When I was in a very dark place at a time back in like second trimester was like December or something. All I know is it was winter, and all this drama started and stuff. Brittany, you remember that drama? That drama from second trimester?
The journal?
The drama.
Oh yeah.
You remember that, yeah. It was
oh my god, yeah. I can't forget that.
Yeah, who could forget it? It lasted the whole
entire.
Yeah, it lasted the whole entire freaking trimester. It was drama between me and my friends. We're all fighting and stuff, and it was just a terrible mess. And I've never had such a dark time in my entire. This was like the darkest time in my entire life. I actually, in a couple of times in that trimester, I wanted to end up there was just times where I just couldn't think anything is just like that. Maybe the world would be better without me here. And sometimes I just wanted to end my life. A couple of days I just wanted to end my life because everything was just too much for me to handle and stuff like that. And
it was me that would come talk to.
Yeah, I would come to talk to Brittany and stuff about what's going on and stuff, and it was just a very rough time. I had to talk to social workers, guidance counseling, and stuff like that, and because people kept hearing that I was going to kill myself, and so I had to talk to a lot of people. Just let you know, suicide is a permanent how do you say this, Brittany? It's a permanent solution. Isn't it like a permanent solution to a temporary problem?
It's not temporary.
Well, it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Yeah.
It's permanent.
If you
sure of it.
If you ever commit suicide, don't do it. If you're ever thinking about killing yourself, do not do it, because if you do it, you're not just hurting yourself, but you're hurting the people that really care about you and stuff. So don't do it. If you ever think about
there's a lot more people that
there's a lot, yeah, like my friend just said, there's a lot more people that care about you and stuff, and if you ever do something like, if you ever harm yourself in any way, just to let you know, if you're ever thinking about ever committing suicide, don't do it. Stop yourself. Think. Go to your friends and ask them for help. That's what I did when I wanted to kill myself. And just, I've had so many times where I said I was going to kill myself because I was just having the worst time of my life. I thought everything would be better without me here. And back to my other subjects being the Janoskians were, I talk to Bo and Luke all the time on Facebook when I get the chance to. I talk to Luke sometimes when I get the chance, but I talk to Bo almost every day. And I talked to Bo on one of those days where I was just having the darkest time of my life. And, I don't think Bo really remembers, but it was because it was a few months ago. Way few months ago. And, just watching their YouTube videos, it just made my life. They're like the highlight of my life right now. I love them so much. I'm in the process of writing 2 songs one song for that dedicated to the whole group, and then one song dedicated to a very special guy that I owe a lot of thanks to. I'm not going to mention his name because he's already known as Bo. His name is Bo and stuff, and I owe him a lot. He's been there for me and stuff, and he's been the highlight of my life. One of the biggest highlights of my life. I've never had a guy so nice, but he's so nice to me and my child, except my dad. But it just comes to show that friends, even though you've never met them in person, if they're friends like to you on Facebook or something, and you're talking to them, just as you know, you can go to them for advice. Just like I went to Luke for advice once when Bo wasn't on, but Luke was on, and I went to him for advice and stuff, and he gave me some really good advice. And just as you know, I want to say to the Janoskians, I want to say thank you. Even though you guys don't really know how you guys changed my life, but you guys did, and I'm very thankful for that. And if I never knew you guys, my life would be a very, very different, very, very dark place. And I probably don't, and if you guys don't really know, I had, ever since, I just said this in the beginning of the video, but ADHD is something that causes you to forget a lot of things and it causes some very big struggles in life. The things that I struggled with were getting friends, and I needed help with math, reading, and stuff like that, and I couldn't do it, so I was put in a special ed class and stuff. And this year it's going to be different for me because I'm being put into a regular math class. I don't know how I'm going to do. I'm pretty sure, I hope I'm not going to fail it. And just hopefully, I know it's like to be bullied. I was bullied a lot through my elementary years and middle school years. I remember so much. And growing up through that was just the roughest time of my life. I've never felt so down. People kept dragging me down. I was getting into a lot of trouble and stuff, and just whatever you do, just don't think about anything bad. Just just ignore them, block everyone out except your friends and family. Block the
future for them.
Yeah, just think about your future. Just think about because one day you could become you may become famous.
Empower them with your future.
Yeah. You can become famous, and they'll be the ones crying instead of saying why was I so mean to this person, you know, killing it. Oh, you know, I'll make another YouTube video in just a minute. I can't